Hi everyone, good evening.
Hi, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, good evening. So let's start the session now. I'm sharing my screen. So is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So let's start it now. So we will start with the ITIL. This will be the first class of ITIL, and this will be finished by Friday. So it will take 4 classes. Then from the next week of like starting from Monday, we will start the troubleshooting part. So let's start. So yesterday we had the discussion regarding the IT industry, how the IT industry works, what kind of departments we have. So we had focused on IT infrastructure department. And in the IT infra, we have discussed a lot of sub departments like networking, data center, cloud operations, security, EUC, database, etc. And I also told you that we guys are going to be the part of end user computing department, and our designations can vary. It can be desktop support engineer, it can be service desk, remote support engineer, system engineer, etc. As a work responsibility, we will be responsible for troubleshooting the issues of the end users. End user means employees. So whatever employees are working in the company, if they are facing any issues with their systems like laptop, desktops, in their operating system, in their network, in their applications, in their Outlook Office 365 infra, so you guys will be responsible for fixing the issues. Apart from fixing the issues, you guys will also be responsible for managing the patches of the system, managing the IP telephony systems, managing the audio video conferencing setup. You will be responsible for managing the updates of the OS and application. So this will be your additional task that you have to perform. So this was the short overview of what we had done yesterday. Now today let's start with the first session of ITIL. So ITIL stands for Information Technology Infrastructure Library. This is the full form. So the full form is Information Technology Infrastructure Library. When I say ITIL, it is like a training program into IT operations and service management. So ITIL is basically a training program. It is a globally accredited training program into IT operations and service management. Just like in order to learn the networking, we have to do CCNA training, CCNP training. In order to learn the Linux, we have to do RHCSA, RHCSE training. Similarly, in order to learn Windows Server, we have to do MCSA, MCSE. For virtualization, we have to do VCA, VCP. For cloud, we have different courses, etc. So similarly, in order to understand the IT operations of the company, how the IT industry works, how the process works in the company, we have to do the training of ITIL. And it is very, very important at every level of IT. Whatever your designation is, whatever your department is, person should have the knowledge of, or I would say, the person must have the knowledge of ITIL. If you don't have the ITIL knowledge, you will not be able to crack the interview. Whatever experience you have, it doesn't matter. Even at my experience, in total, I have 8.5 years of experience. If I go to any interview, there will be at least 3 to 4 questions from the ITIL process. So ITIL is very important at every stage. And it's not only about the IT infra, it talks about the complete IT. So software development process is also included here. So it is the combination of complete IT process. I will discuss what is this. For now, ITIL is a training program. It is a globally accredited training program into IT operations and service management. So after learning this course, after doing this training, you will be eligible to understand how the IT company works, what kind of process will be there, how will you initiate your job, how will you do your job in the company, because we know that we are the engineers. We are there to troubleshoot the issues. But how the issue will come to us? Let's suppose I am facing any technical issue in the company and I know that engineer can fix it. But in the company, there will be different engineers, network engineer, server engineer, desktop engineer. So how the user will able to understand that which engineer is the right engineer? So there are process in the company. How we will justify our work that we have troubleshoot this level of issues? How we will justify? Because management needs the report. They are giving you the salary, so they need the track that what job you are doing in your 9 hours of shift. So how will you justify? So for everything, there is a process in company for everything. If we want to install the operating system on 200 laptops at the same time, we have to follow the process. So technical is there, plus every company will have the process that every IT person have to follow. In the software development, for the quality testing, there is a process. For launching the software to the live production, there is a process. So for everything, there is a process in company. And ITIL talks about the process only. How the thing works in IT. So that is something ITIL talks about. So this training, because it is a global level of training, so it is managed by one of the company which is in the US, and the name of the company is Excelos. This is the name of the company, and this company is managing the ITIL. The ITIL is the product of Excelos company. Excelos का product है ITIL. Just like CCNA is the product of Cisco, RHCSA is the product of Red Hat, MCSA, MCSE is the product of Microsoft. Similarly, ITIL is the training program provided by Excelos company, and Excelos is world's renowned training service provider in US. It is world's renowned. After the completion of the training, if we want to become globally certified, just like after CCNA, CCNP training, if we want to get the certificates, so we have to give the exams. Then we will get the global certification. Similarly, if you want to become ITIL certified, so that you have to do the ITIL certification. If company demands for it, so you have to do the certification, and that will be done through the Excelos. Certification अभी किसी को जरूरत नहीं है certification की, because you guys are very early stagers. You are going to start your career, so you don't need any certificates. But in future, if the company demands, if the company asks for it, you have to go with the certification as well. So it depends upon company to company. For the promotions, for the further growth, some companies have the requirement of certifications as well. If they will be needing the certification, they will sponsor it. They will pay the money for the certification then. You don't have to pay from your pocket. For now, no certification is required. Just get the job first, get the right experience, and as per the growth, as per the promotion levels, do the certification accordingly. Don't invest your money in the certification right now. Just train yourself. So in future, if you want to do, you can do the ITIL certification as well. This will be provided by Excelos. ITIL certification have 3 levels. The first level is foundation. Just like in networking, we have three levels: CCNA, CCNP, and CCIE. Similarly, in the ITIL also, we have three levels: foundation, intermediate, and expert. These three are the level of certifications that we have in ITIL. Foundation level is for those people who are very new to the IT industry, or they are entry level people, just like you guys. So the people who have 1 year of experience, 2 years of experience max, and they want to understand how the IT industry works, how the process works in the company, they go with the foundation level certification. The next one we have is intermediate. Intermediate certificate is for those people who are working as a team lead, assistant manager, or IT manager, or service desk manager, and they want to understand the complex process, that how the thing works in the company, how we can do the planning, how we can improve the IT process in the company, how we can maintain the reports. So that is for these people. Then we have the last level, which is known as expert level. Expert level is generally for executive leaders like CEO, CIO, CFO, Director of IT, Project Head of IT, Vice President of Technology. So these people do the expert certification because they are into strategy. They they create the strategy for the company. So they have to do the last level of certification as per company requirement. If you talk about me, I am ITIL Foundation and Intermediate certified only. So foundation I have done in version 3. It was in 2017 that I did my ITIL Foundation version 3. After that, the new version came into the market and it was V4. So in 2020, I cleared my V4 examination, ITIL Foundation version 4. And since last 3 months, V5 is there in the market. So V5 is the latest version. V4 is still open. V5 is still open. V3 has been expired. Now there is no V3 certification by the XLOS. Intermediate, I recently did it in the last year and it is also in version 4. So the latest version in the market is V5 and V4 is still active because V5 just came 3 months back. So the people who are uh, before the arena of 3 months, they have done the certification in V4. So you can do it in future if you want to become the team lead or if your company demands for it. It depends. They will sponsor it. Now, let's focus on the ITIL part now. What is ITIL? How does it work? So let's focus on that part. So as I told you, ITIL is one of the training program into IT operations and service management. So after doing this training, you would be able to understand how the IT process works in the big companies, in the MNCs, how the thing works, how the process works, how the strategy works. We as an engineer, what process we have to follow, what kind of terminologies they use, what kind of word they use. So that we will get to know after doing the ITIL training. We guys are very early into the IT, so we are going to cover the content of foundation. We will only cover the content of foundation because you guys are entry level people, and foundation is complete 20 hours of long training. It is complete 20 hours of long training, but we are not going to cover complete 20 hours because some parts are for software development as well, and we will skip that part because we are the part of IT infra team. So we will skip the part of software development process. We will only focus on the IT infra. But in future, if you want to do the global certification in foundation, then you have to do the complete training. Then you can give the exam. Then you will pass it. So we are going to cover this stage only, the foundation. Intermediate expert we will not cover, and that is not up to your level as well. So it is very important, as I told you, without ITIL, It is very difficult to crack the interview, and it is also very difficult to work in the company as well. So it is the requirement of the company, and in the entire world, 82% of the organizations are using the ITIL principles. They are using the standard of ITIL for managing their IT operations and service management. 82% of the company. This is the data of Nasdaq. Rest of the companies, 18%, they are not using ITIL. They have different things. Like in China, China don't Chinese company don't use ITIL. They have their own process to follow. North Korea, because that is ruled by King Jong Jung. So they also don't follow ITIL. They have their own set of principles. In the UK, in the United Kingdom, London, we have one more training program which is called COBIT, COBIT. So COBIT is very famous in the UK. So most of the UK based companies, they don't follow ITIL, they follow the COBIT principles. COBIT principles for IT service management. Then there are some companies which is into software development. They are using TOGAF. TOGAF is also into IT service management, but it only focus on software development principles. It is only for the software development. It does not cover the IT infra. So the share of COBIT and TOGAF is very less. It is very less. ITIL has the highest share in the market, which is 82%. So almost in every company, you will see ITIL. And if you know ITIL, this is just one fourth of that. If you have the ITIL knowledge, you would be easily able to understand these two principles, COBIT and TOGAF. This is just a basic thing. It's only one third of the ITIL. So ITIL is the main thing that you should know. So let me pull one of the document just to explain. So as I told you, ITIL is what? ITIL is a widely accepted best practice framework into IT service management. Means it is world famous concept, or I can say it is world famous principle in order to manage the IT service operations of the company, because IT is very big field. Even I explained you yesterday as well. IT is a very vast industry. It has two major business, software development and IT infra. Software development is also very big industry. It has different programming departments, Java, C Sharp, Python, Ruby, Golang, whatever, scripting, QA, testing. And IT infra is also very big industry. It has networking, server, database, cloud, yeah, we have a lot. We have a lot of things. So IT is a very big industry, and in the company, IT is required. Especially the IT infrastructure will be there in every business. Without IT infra, they cannot do their business because everything is now dependent on technology. So in order to manage the technology, because we are giving the services to the users, users are facing the issues, we are supporting them. We make sure that business should be up and running all the time. We make sure that server should be up and run all the time. Network should be there in the company. Security should be there. No hacking should be imposed. So we are responsible, like we are the IT people, and we are responsible for the business. So that is the reason, because we are responsible for majority of the business. So it is very important that how we are going to manage the services, how we can deliver the best services in the company, how we can make sure that our users are satisfied. If we are giving services to someone, so we have to make sure that user should be satisfied. Otherwise, if the user is not satisfied, so they will not say good about IT. We have to make sure that there should be minimum minimum downtime in the company. Downtime in the sense, for an example, if the Amazon server is down for 15 minutes, or if the Facebook server is down for 15 minutes, so there will be $1 billion loss to the business. If the YouTube server is down for at least 10 minutes, there will be $1 million loss to the business. So we have to make sure that there should not be downtime. Otherwise, there will be loss to business. So how we will make sure, how we will coordinate internally in the company, because we have a lot of departments and everything is dependent. Networking, cloud is depend on DevOps, DevOps is depend on cloud. So there is a dependency. So we should know how we are going to coordinate internally, what process we have to follow, what will be our SLA. SLA means within how much time we have to fix any issue. If any issue is coming, within how much time we have to fix that. How we can deliver the best services into IT. So we should know all such things. When why we should know all such things? So that we can avoid the business loss. There should not be any loss to the business. Business को loss नहीं होना चाहिए. That is the reason the company is hiring the IT people. That is the reason we are getting the salaries in lakh of rupees per month. Because company wants that their business should be up and running. There should not be any IT outage. Server should be up and run all the time. That is why they have hired the special people who are getting the salary of 30 lakh, 40 lakh as a cloud experts, as a DevOps leader, like that. So these all process, that how we can deliver the best services, how the issue can be solved under a particular time, how we can avoid the loss to the business, what will be the standard process in the company related to the IT, how the coordination will happen. If we are doing anything related to the IT, so how that thing will be executed. For that, there are some ready-made principles in ITIL. So ITIL only talks about process, and only process, that how we can manage the end to end IT सर्विस डिलीवरी. पूरा IT कैसे मैनेज करेंगे? It is all about the process. It is adopted by a majority of the organizations and professionals across the world. As I told you, in the entire world, around 82% of the companies are using ITIL as part of their service delivery management. It is a framework. It has some ready-made principles that facilitates business transformation and growth. As I told you, the meaning of this sentence is, if we will deliver the best services in the company, if we will make sure that there should not be any down in the servers, if we will solve the issue under time, so we would be able to generate the revenue. Company will not face any technical issue, so they would be able to work. If the employees are not facing any technical issue, it means they are able to work. Their work is not getting hampered, and that is growth to the business. So that is the end goal of ITIL. So in the interview, they will ask you what is ITIL, and you have to give the definition. If you don't remember the definition, you have to give the concept. You should know the concept of ITIL. So as I told you, ITIL stands for Information Technology Infrastructure Library. It is a kind of training program into IT service and operations management. It is a framework. Using the framework, we can deliver best services to our users, and we can ensure zero downtime and business loss in the company. And it is adopted by majority of the companies in the world. So you can use these 3 pointers for giving the definition. These 3 pointers can be explained as it is. You can explain it as it is. इसको as it is बोल सकते हो. Otherwise, if you feel that this is very difficult for you to remember, go to Google, search what is ITIL, and whatever definition you feel is easy for you, you can just copy paste it and you can remember that during the interview. because you should have the concept clarity. If you know the definition, if they ask you to define the definition, you should be in a position to do that. So you should know the main goal of ITIL, why we should learn the ITIL. Definition can be anything. You can pick it from Google. Otherwise, you can pick this definition as well. These four sentences, these are the definitions. These are segregated, so you can combine this and you can tell it in the interview. I have one more definition. If you feel that is easy for you, you can pick that one as well. So this is the next definition that we have. ITIL is a framework designed to standardize the selection, planning, delivery, maintenance, and overall life cycle of the IT services within a business. So this is somehow very complex to understand, but yes, the meaning of this definition is also same that I told you. We should understand the end goal. The end goal of ITIL is to deliver the best and quality services to the customer, to the users, and to avoid the business loss. So we have a lot of process in ITIL that help us to maintain the complete IT process. पूरा का पूरा IT process कंपनी में ITIL के process पे चलता है. It is just like you do MBA in sales and marketing. So in order to understand the IT function, we do MBA in ITIL. It's like a MBA. It's a management training related to the IT service management. So everyone should have at least foundation level of knowledge into ITIL. Foundation सबको पता होना चाहिए जो भी IT का बंदा है. Whether they are software developer, whether they are IT infra people, everyone should have at least foundation level of knowledge. Rest of the level, intermediate and expert, it depends upon the designation of the person, but at least foundation level knowledge is mandatory. So, did you all understand what is ITIL now? Any doubt, any question so far?
Sir, the SLA is that service level agreement thing, no?
Yes, yes, it is service level agreement, and I will explain more about it. So, it's like a time period under which we have to fix the issue. If we have got 2 hours to fix the issue, so we have to fix it within 2 hours itself. We cannot take our time. The timings will be decided by the company as per ITIL. So we have to follow that one. Company is very particular about the SLA because if we are solving any issue after 2 days, so what is the importance of that particular engineer? There will be business loss. Employee will not be able to work for 2 days, so that is a business loss for the company. Maybe some important work is pending. We are paying the salary to the employee. That employee is not able to work because of the IT issue, and the work is also impacted. Maybe that is very important work that that person has to perform. So every engineer will be bound with SLA, and they have to fix the issue under that SLA only. Even SLA is applicable to every department. I am working in the cloud, and we also have to follow the SLA. We have to fix the issue within the SLA itself. So company are not giving any leverage in the SLA. SLA follow करना ही पड़ता है वहाँ पे. That is also one of the ITIL process that I will explain in detail. Any doubt, any question?
No, sir.
Okay. Just give me 1 minute. I just need to have some water, then we will start. let's start again. So in ITIL, what we are going to study, let me clarify that point. So we will discuss about ITIL that we had already discussed. We have to talk about the certification that we discussed. We have to talk about the benefits, why we should learn the ITIL. So that we also discussed that we should learn the ITIL because we should know how the IT process works in the company. We should know what kind of process companies are following when any issue comes. We should know about the SLA. We should know about the policies related to any change. So that is the benefit of ITIL. Then we have to talk about service desk. This is the part of ITIL process, how the service desk works, what kind of additional job they are doing in the company. We have to talk about incident. Incident is also the part of ITIL. We have to talk about problem, service request, workaround. We will discuss about RCA, root cause analysis. We will discuss about SLA and OLA. We will discuss about response time and resolution time here. We will talk about TAT, FCR, change management. In the change management, we will talk about CAB, ECAB, normal versus expedite change. We have to talk about severity and priority. We have to talk about SLA metrics, and we have to talk about service restoration management. After this, we have to talk about ticketing status or ticketing portal, ticket states, how the ticket works, what are the stages of the ticket, like new, assigned, in progress, open, pending, resolved, and closed. These status we have to discuss. So these are some of the topics that we are going to discuss in the ITIL. I am pasting it into the chat box for your reference so that you will have the reference that what we are going to do in the ITIL. So within our 4 days of session, we will be covering these topics. We will understand how the ticketing process works, how the thing works in the company. Now let's start with the first process, which is service desk. ITIL part is completed. The definition part, certification part we have discussed, benefits we have discussed. Let's start with the service desk now. So yesterday I had told you that what kind of job we will be doing as an engineer. But when we talk about service desk, so service desk will have to do some additional job. Apart from the troubleshooting, apart from their technical job, they are responsible for the operation task as well. They will be responsible for operational activity. So they will be responsible for technical plus operational responsibilities. So what is their job? Let's discuss about it. So let's first start with the service desk. In order to understand the service desk, let's take one of the example. Let's suppose there is a company called xyz.com. This is just a fake company. So there is a company called xyz.com. In this company, there is an employee. His name is Sumit. One of the employees, Sumit, is working in xyz.com company, and Sumit is the HR. He is the HR of the company. And today, he is facing the issue with Outlook. So Sumit is unable to send the mail using Outlook. This is the technical issue that Sumit is facing today. Because this is a technical issue, so who will fix it? IT team. This is a technical issue, so IT team will have to fix it. But in the IT team, as I told you yesterday, there will be a lot of departments: server, network, cloud, security, desktop, service desk. So who will fix it? We know that this is the job of desktop support team and service desk team. We know that because we are the technical people. We know that this is the issue related to the end user. Employee is facing the issue. So end user issue will be fixed by desktop and service desk engineer. That we know because we are the technical people. But Sumit is a HR. He is a normal layman person. He does not belong to IT. He is the member of HR team. So he does not know who will fix my issue. For him, everyone is the IT person. Everyone is the IT engineer. There are 40 engineers who are working in the xyz.com company from different department: network engineer, server engineer. And Sumit does not know what is the job of server team, what is the job of network team, because he is not from the IT background. For him, everyone is IT engineer. So what happened in this example? Sumit is not able to send the mail using Outlook, so he is facing a technical issue. So he went to one of the engineer in the company, and his name is Ram. Sumit went to Ram, and Ram is one of the network administrator. He is one of the network engineer, and Ram and Sumit both are good friends. They are the friends. So what happened? Sumit calls to Ram and says that, hey Ram, actually I am facing the issue in my Outlook, so could you please fix it? Ram says, Sumit, I cannot help you with this issue because I am the network engineer. I don't deal with this kind of issue, so I cannot help you, but I can give you one number. So there is one engineer in the company. His name is Bobby, and Bobby is the desktop support engineer. He will help you to fix this issue. This is his job. Sumit says, okay, fine. Just give me the number. I will discuss with him. Now Sumit calls to Bobby. Now Sumit calls to Bobby and says that, hey Bobby, I got your number from Ram. So I am facing the issue in Outlook. So could you please help me to fix this? Bobby says, yeah, definitely I will help you. But right now I am very much busy with another issues. So just give me 15 minutes of time. Then I will check your issue. Sumit says, okay, fine, I will wait for 15 minutes. Now it's been more than 30 minutes. Bobby did not call to Sumit. आधे घंटे से ज्यादा हो गया कोई कॉल नहीं गई. Now again Sumit dials the number of Bobby and says that, hey Bobby, remember I called you 30 minutes back and you told me that you will call me after 15 minutes, but it's more than 30 minutes. I'm waiting for your call actually. Bobby says, yeah, I remember. Sorry, Sumit, actually I was busy in another issue. So just give me 10 minutes of time. I will again call you and I will check your issue. Sumit says, yeah, please, I am waiting. Now it's been more than 1 hour. एक घंटे से ज्यादा हो गया. It's been more than 1 hour. Bobby did not call to Sumit. Now Sumit is very frustrated because his issue is not getting fixed. He is the HR person. He has to send very important offer letter email to the candidates. He has to send 3 to 4 offer letters to different selected candidates. And candidates are waiting for the offer letter. So this does not look a good image of the company. So he is very frustrated. His manager is scolding him that why the work is not completed yet. क्योंकि सबको अपने काम की पड़ी है कंपनी में. They will never understand that you are facing any technical issue. They just want their work to be completed. So Sumit is very frustrated now. Now he directly dials the number of IT manager. See the IT manager ko phone. He directly calls to IT manager that, hey Mr. Manager, I am Sumit speaking from HR and I am facing the issue in my Outlook and I have been calling your engineer Bobby since last 2 hours. He is repeatedly saying that I am coming within 15 minutes, I am coming within 15 minutes, but he is not coming. My issue is very critical now. Please help me. Now IT manager calls to Bobby and says that, hey Bobby, I have got your complaint. You are repeatedly telling Sumit that you are coming within 15 minutes, but you are not going. It's been more than 2 hours. What is the issue? Bobby says, who Sumit? I don't know. I don't know who is this Sumit. Even I have never received any call from Sumit. I don't know. If I would have received any call, then definitely I would have assisted him. मुझे तो कोई कॉल आई नहीं. I did not receive any call from Sumit. Maybe he is talking about different Bobby. I don't know. Sorry. This was the statement given by Bobby. ऐसा बोला बॉबी ने. Now you guys tell me, will Sumit be able to prove that he has really made a call to Bobby? You guys tell me. Proof कर पाएगा सुमित कि मैंने कॉल किया था? Anyone? Any opinions are welcome.
कर पाएगा सर, डायल लिस्ट होगा फोन नाम में।
Details दिखा दिया।
Good try. Anyone else?
Yes, sir. He can.
सर रिकॉर्ड करके कॉल।
Call history.
Call history. Okay. Good. See. Now let me explain this. So the first point is he has the call logs. He has the call history. So he will show it to the IT manager that see I have called 2 times to Bobby on this particular timing. Please check. Now IT manager check the call logs and says, yeah, this is true. This is the number of Bobby. Really, you have made a call. Now IT manager share the screenshot with Bobby that this is the screenshot. Sumit is saying that he has called you and this is your number. Now you know what Bobby says. Bobby says, oh yes, this is my number. Yeah, I remember. I have got a call from this number, but on the another side, it was not Sumit. It was Seema. Seema had called me twice and it was a wrong number. She was asking me for the coffee and I said this is a wrong number. So yes, I have got the call, but not from Sumit. On the another side, it was Seema and that was a wrong number. Now, if Sumit does not have the call recording, अगर call recording है, if he has the call recording, he would be able to prove that okay, I have called Bobby, but most of the people don't record the call, and it is also against as per the company policy. So if the call recording is not there, then Sumit will not be able to prove that he has called Bobby. तो कॉल रिकॉर्डिंग है तब तो प्रूफ हो जाएगा, नहीं है तो फिर तो he has already told a lie. झूठ बोल ही दिया उसने he I have got the call, but it was from Seema, not from Sumit, and she was asking for coffee, and that was a wrong number, right? These kind of people exist. These clever kind of people exist in the company. They exist everywhere in the world. ऐसे लोग होते हैं, बहुत चालाक लोग. And you know, this is what? This is just a nonsense kind of behavior. Because of this, because of such behavior, what is happening? The issue is not resolved on time. Because of such a silly behavior, this is a nonsense behavior, it is a wastage of time of Sumit. His issue is still not fixed. We are just proving that we have called, but the main goal is what? To fix the issue. That is still not fixed. So this is what? This is a business loss. Employee is not able to work. He has to send very important mail, but he is not able to. नहीं भेज पा रहा वो. So work is getting impacted. The candidates who are waiting for the offer letter, they will feel that this company xyz.com is a bad company. They are not giving the offer letter on time. So the reputation, the image of the company is going to be bad in front of the candidates. Plus, that is a business loss. Employee is not able to work. The important work got impacted. One more thing, Sumit. because Sumit is very frustrated now with the IT team. So in future, if someone will say that please let us know how the IT team in the xyz.com company is, Sumit will always say that that is very worst team that I have ever seen in my life. They are very very bad. The IT team of this company is very bad. They are good for nothing. Bakwas. Because he is frustrated. He has the bad experience with the IT team. Because of such nonsense, he has the bad experience. So in future, he will never say good about IT team. He has made a image. So this kind of thing used to happen earlier when the ITIL was not there into picture, when the company was not following up the ITIL process. This kind of scenario used to happen. ऐसा होता था. This kind of situation used to happen. Why this happened? Why this nonsense happened? What are the reason behind it? Because there is no process set in the company. There is no process. Sumit does not know which one is the right engineer. Earlier he went to Ram. Ram says go to Bobby. He went to Bobby. Then he finally went to IT manager. So there is no process defined. That if I am facing any technical issue, where should I go? Who is the right person who will help me? So there is a process failure. Then the second thing is wastage of time. Wastage of time. Because Sumit is just figuring out who is the right engineer. He is just searching for the right engineer. And engineer is saying that I am coming within 10 minutes, and the 10 minute never comes. 10 मिनट हुए ही नहीं उसके कभी. So that was the wastage of time for the user. And because of this, the SLA got impacted. SLA means time got impacted. Issue could not solve under time. Issue time पे fix नहीं हुआ. And because of that, it is a bad user experience. The experience of the Sumit is not good with the IT team. It is a bad service delivery example. And we guys are there to help. It is our responsibility to fix the issues. We are hired to make sure that business should be up and running. There should not be any technical outage. But we are not doing our work properly. So there is a bad experience with the user. And ultimately, there is a loss to business. Business ka loss ho gaya. Employee is not able to work. So there used to be this kind of problems earlier. In earlier days, when ITIL was not used in the companies, companies used to face these kind of challenges. उनको ऐसे challenge आते थे पहले because MNC is very big. If we are talking about a small company where only 50-60 employees are working, that is manageable. Where there we can manage everything. But if we talk about the big MNCs, they have 5,000 employees in a single branch. If that is HCL or Wipro kind of company, they have lack of employees in the entire world. So IT team is also very big. So we need the process in the company in order to manage everything, in order to streamline everything. And this was the example of the process failure. So Axelos company identified this problem and they had introduced ITIL first time in the world. And after ITIL, these all problem got fixed. Every companies mostly are using ITIL nowadays. They have defined the process related to the IT service. They are following that, and because of it, they are able to reduce the wastage of time. They are able to fix the issues within time. They are giving the best services to their user, so user experience is also good because everything is under process, and we are minimizing the loss to the business. That is the goal of ITIL, and these are the benefits of ITIL. So that is the reason in every company, most of the companies are using ITIL for their IT service management. So we were discussing about service desk. So what is service desk? So service desk is one of the point of coordination POC department that acts as a point of coordination between users, user means employees, and IT service providers. In short, if any user in the company is facing any kind of IT issue, if any of the user means employee, if any of the employee in the company is facing any IT issue, they will first go to the service desk department. They will first approach to the service desk department. So this is the point of contact department. This is one of the technical department. In some company we call it WFM, workforce management. In some company it is known as WFM. In some company it is known as service desk. So this is one of the technical POC department which acts as a point of coordination between the end users, means employees, and the IT service providers. So this is the first department where the employee will reach out. So Sumit will have to connect with the service desk department regarding this issue. He cannot go to any Ram, any Bobby directly. He has to first approach to the service desk department. In the service desk department, there will be service desk engineers who will attend the issue first. So how the user will approach to the service desk department? So in the company, the first preferred method will be email. There will be IDs, email IDs of the IT team, just like it.support @wipro.co.in. Example, there will be remote.support @nttdacloud.com, like this. So there will be email IDs of the IT team. This will be the email ID of the service desk department. So whenever any user is facing the IT related issue, they have to drop the email on the company support email IDs. That is the first process. If the email is not working, just like in our example, the email is not working, that is the main issue. So in that case, user can call to the service desk department. If their emails are not working, they can call as well. So there will be fixed numbers of the service desk department that will be allocated by the company itself. User can call on that number as well. If they don't want to call, if the user does not want to call, user can speak with his manager that I am facing the issue in Outlook. So on behalf of manager, on behalf of user, the manager can also send a mail to the service desk. It means Sumit can go to his manager that I am facing the issue in Outlook. Can you please send a mail? So on behalf of Sumit, Sumit's manager can also send a mail. And Sumit can also go to his team member that please send a mail on behalf of my issue. And his team member can also send a mail to the service desk that in our team there is a user Sumit and he is not able to send the mail. Please check with him. So user have multiple option. User can mail. If their mail is not working, they can call as well. Otherwise, they can speak with his manager and their manager can also drop a mail to the service desk. User have the option to submit the issue using the portal. There are some portals in the company that I will discuss tomorrow. Using the portal, user can raise the complaint. If they don't want to call, if they don't want to send the mail, they can use the portal that I am facing this issue. This is my details. Please help me to fix this. So user have these three options. Apart from these three options, the mail option is the first preferred method in the company as per the process. But due to any issue, if the mail is not possible, then phone and portal option is also there. Portal option is generally used by the management level people. They are the seniors, so they use portal mostly. Otherwise, they are also free to use any of the method. Mail method will be used by most of the employees because that is the first preferred method we have. So user can approach to the service desk using any one of the method. What the service desk engineer will do after getting the mail, after getting the mail from the user, they need to collect the information, the pending information. After getting the mail from the user, service desk engineer will have to collect the pending information from the user. If any information is pending, just like what is the issue description, Is there any error screenshot that you can share? What is your name, your contact number, your email address, your department, your employee ID? So whatever pending information is required, service desk engineer will collect it. And it is not on the call. Service desk engineer will send the email to the user. If email is not working, then they can chat with the user as well using the Teams. So we don't have to call to the user on the phone. Call करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Everything will be documented in the company. For everything there will be proof in the company, because we have seen in this example, in the Sumit's example, there was a nonsense. वरना कॉल का तो प्रूफ ही नहीं है. So yes, there will be proof of everything. If the call is being made, so the call will be recorded. अगर कॉल कर रहे हैं तो कॉल भी रिकॉर्ड होगी. So service desk engineer is going to collect the information from the user. After that, after collecting the information, service desk engineer will have to create the ticket. They have to create the ticket. Now, what is the ticket? So, ticket is a documented proof that this user Sumit is facing the Outlook issue. The timing will be mentioned, username will be mentioned, email address, contact details, shift timing, issue description, error screenshot, everything. Which engineer is working on the case, everything will be mentioned on the ticket. So ticket has to be created by the service desk engineer. And how they will create the ticket? So there will be portals. Every engineer will have the access to ticketing portal. It is called ticket portal. In the IT companies, there will be ticketing portal for everything. This is your documented proof. Every engineer, whatever engineer you are, even the IT manager, team lead, cloud department, server department, everyone will have the access of ticketing portal. And whenever any user is facing any issue, service desk engineer will have to create the ticket on the portal. Once the ticket is created, then service desk will do initial troubleshooting. Once the ticket is created, then service desk engineers will have to do the first level troubleshooting. And they will take the system on remote, then they will start doing the troubleshooting. If they are able to fix the issue, if the service desk engineer has fixed any issue, they will close the ticket. Before closing the ticket, as a process of ITIL, we have to take the permission from the user that your issue is fixed, can be closed the ticket, and that you can do over the email as a documentation. User will have to give the permission on the email. And once the permission is given, service desk engineer can close the ticket. But if service desk engineer is not able to fix the issue, if they are not able to fix the issue on the remote, then they will transfer the ticket to the desktop support team. Now it will go to desktop support engineer or system engineer. Then they have to connect with the user, they have to check the issue, and they have to fix it anyhow. They can go to the user system, they can take the remote, but now they have to fix the issue anyhow. Once the issue is fixed, they will take the permission as per the process from the user, and then they will close the ticket. So service desk engineer works as a first point of contact between the end user and the IT service provider. Their responsibility will be to connect with the user. If user is mailing regarding any issue, they will create the ticket using the portal, and they will do the first level troubleshooting over the remote. They have to take the remote of the system, then they will do the troubleshooting. If they are able to fix it, they will close the ticket. If they are not able to fix any issue, they have to transfer the ticket to the desktop support engineer who is available in the shift. Now the desktop support engineer will do the troubleshooting. They will connect with the user. This is how the process works in the company. So you guys will be getting the tickets. You all of you will be getting the tickets. User will not directly come to your desk and say that I am facing the issue. They have to create the ticket from the portal, or they can call or they can mail. वो डायरेक्ट आके नहीं बोलेगा कॉल करके कि आई एम फेसिंग द इशू प्लीज हेल्प मी. Just like in our example, it was direct because there was no process. But in the company, user Sumit cannot directly call to Ram, he cannot directly call to Bobby. He has to raise the ticket using the service desk. Then the next process will be started. Without ticket, we are not authorized to troubleshoot any of the issue in the company. हम कोई भी troubleshooting नहीं करेंगे. That is against compliance. So how the ticket works, how the next thing works, that we will discuss tomorrow. For now, we just discussed about these topics. This is something that we discussed today itself. Rest of the things we will discuss tomorrow. You can take the screenshot of this page, the definition of ITIL, because this will be asked in interview. So just take the screenshot of this one. And tomorrow, in case you will have any doubt, you can feel free to discuss with me. पूछ सकते हो मेरे से related to this topic. So just take the screenshot and let me know. I will give another screenshot then.
Done, sir.
Taken, sir.
Okay. Now take this one. What is ITIL? So you can use any of the definition. If you are comfortable with any Google definition, you can also use that. The intent, the concept clarity should be there. क्योंकि वो अगर पूछते हैं explain ITIL, then they can ask you the example as well in the interview. So you have to give the example, and you can give the example of Sumit that I told you. Sumit वाला example दे देना. ये ऐसे ऐसे होता है. So I hope everything is clear so far. Any doubt?
No, sir.
So let's connect tomorrow then. Tomorrow we will proceed with service decks again. We will discuss about incident, problem, RCA, and workaround. So that's it for the day. Thank you very much for your timing. Have a good night. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Thank you so